Welcome to this Sahara 4 exercise. In this exercise, we will visualize the sucker rod pump data that we have imported in the previous exercise. For that, we will go to our Sahara project, and once here, we will create in the production window a new template from zero, and let's divide it in two different graphs, one on top and one on at the bottom. And here we will, in this case, in both graph, we will use the x-axis as date, so we won't change anything here. For the y-axis, let's select the following template. Let's use oil, object, total, calendar day. Let's use liquid as well, total, calendar day, and let's also plot the water cut here as total monthly. Here let's see if we have the information here. We should add another axis here because we want to plot. Here we can drag here this axis, the water cut, into the new one, and let's select any well. Check how the information is looking. Yes, but I want to switch this axis to the right, and I want it to be in linear scale. There, better. Um, um, let's let's change the colors. Let's use black for liquid, and let's use light blue for the water cut. Better. Now it looks a lot better. So here we have a typical production curve with the graph that with the plot that we would normally use to check on it. So we have the liquid rate, the oil rate, and the water cut in another different in a different axis. Now let's call this this graph. Let's call it the QL water cut. This is the information that is being represented here, so let's use this well as an example. Here we can see that we have the graph, the plot with the information as we want. And then let's add another one. We will use the name here. This will have our SPM and stroke data, and here we will go to the x-axis. We won't change anything because we also want to use date, and here for the y-axis, let's look for variable, and here we have extraction system, sucker rod pump, and here we can select the information that we want to display. The only information that makes sense to display over time will be stroke frequency and stroke length. Here we can add it like this, and here we have the stroke, the stroke per minute over time that we are checking on the well. Here we can do some changes on the variable. Let's use another color. Let's use red for this. Let's use the I want to see as controls, so let's use here, and let's use like this. So now have the evolution over time of how our strokes per minute have changed when we have data. See here we can see we have an increase and then decrease and so on and so on. So here we can see, for example, let's go here to this date, mouse position. Here we can see how the change of the stroke pump stroke rate has affected the production. So here it it seems that, for example, here we have a problem with the pump because we have a huge decrease on the stroke per minute. We want up to 6, and here we can see the oil reacting to that change in this moment. But let's add now another axis. Add axis. We will have this axis on the right, um, and we will plot the stroke length. So extraction system, second pump, stroke length. and here we have our other graph. Here, for both of these, I prefer to have, instead of logarithmic, let's use linear. I think it makes more sense for this one as well. No, here in the axis branch, here we have linear, and here let's use. I think it will change this to blue, light blue, and this one to red. And here we can see the stroke change over time. Here we can use this one instead of steps, no, straight horizontal. Now that's better. So here we can see how the stroke length has changed over time as well. Here we can see that we have a great increase in the total extraction capacity of the pump. Like he's working at maximum with a high stroke per minute and also a high stroke length. And here we see a decrease from this time onwards. We see that here it comes back to the strength, to the stroke length that we were checking previously, and a huge decrease in the stroke per minute. We have a total in this value of 7.2. And now we have our imported data shown in the production window with the stroke length and the strokes per minute plotted in the production window. We will save this template, save it as SRP. Well, we will see the socket rod pump information plotted, or if we want SRP info. And that will be everything for this tutorial. Thank you for watching and have a good day.